Hello and welcome to this tutorial of the class program. Today we are going to talk about adding coordinates, latitude and longitude to your forms. Let's get started. We are going to now go into our configuration column. We're going to add the two fields. The type of the field is called coordinates. You just call object config coordinates and you specify your field names. You specify the language tags, whether they are optional or required. Once you've done that, I'm going to quickly not have that, so I can demonstrate having a helper function that will help you to activate your location on your browser. So we save that, we go back to our language file, where we need to also specify the translations or the language tags. So we add all language tags in there, and let's quickly have a look at our tables. I've added the two fields, longitude and latitude, with them. They're also available here. So now when we go back to our forms, I'll go to our add form, and as we can see, we don't have longitude and latitude, so we go back. We're going to go back to our configuration. As we have said earlier, we want our fields to be shown on the heading, editing, and also in the viewing when you view details of your records. So it's going to add them to the end of our forms. The two fields, we go back to our form, we refresh that page. As you can see, we have the two forms. The issue with having the two forms there, here the validation will work. We'll check whether the fields that have been captured are valid coordinates values. The problem that we have now is that how do we then make sure that we use the browser to make sure that it gets us the right locations? So we go back to our configuration. We are now going to include another option into configuration, which is called get coordinates. The get coordinates function, we can add them into the last field if we can. That's the more practical, because that will add a button that will help us get the coordinates, but we'll add it just after the last one. So our first field that will show on the list is latitude, and then we'll show longitude, and after that we want to be able to have a helper function that will help us to get the coordinates. So let's save that and go back to our forms. Let's refresh. As we now can see, our longitude and latitude are here, and as a helper function will come some message to use the button to capture the GPS coordinates. So we can now be able to use get that will show you the progress box, and you may also come here and choose whatever option that you prefer, allow it this time, and that has now helped us to be able to capture the coordinates. We can quickly go back and call this test number 6. We are still using our tester. Let's complete just the small information. And that our form is then saved. On number 6, we can now view. We can see that now our latitude and longitude has been captured. And go to our edit. Now allows us to also capture the new ones. For those few steps, we are now know how to be able to work with coordinates, latitude and longitude, and be able to use those helper functions to allow you to utilize the browser to get you the locations. That's it with this tutorial. Hope you've learned something. We'll catch up soon and take care.